Okay, like I said, we have our 3 different levels over here. I mean 4 different levels over here. We have cell, we have tissue, we have muscle, blood, tissue, and whatever. And then we have a whole skin over here. So first of all, what is PQR? 来看这边 PQR 这个眼睛是 smooth muscle， 圆圆的是我们的 red blood cell 啊 and whatever other than red blood cell 啦哈，你的 blood 里面不是 red blood cell 就是你的 white blood cell. That's the only 2 people you can see as a cell. So yeah, basically again you have 什么了吗 smooth muscle cell. 写完整它，不要写 muscle 罢了哈 because you can see very clearly it is actually a smooth muscle cell, a smooth one. Okay, smooth muscle cell, 然后 red blood cell, 然后 white blood cell. Okay, that's it. Okay, 下一个 they ask you, they are all different tissue. 为什么？就是他们为什么 Why are they different actually? What makes them different? So I think again, this is about kind of like an identity crisis over here, identity issue lah. So what makes them different tissue, right? What makes them what they are or whatever, right? If you think about it, again, 为什么你会有 muscle? 为什么你会有 red blood cell, white blood cell? 因为 remember one processes, you all have gone through cell specialization. That's why you see, again, typically structure, function. Because of 这个 process of cell specialization, 全部人都不一样，他们有不一样的什么？不一样的 structure， 不一样的 function. That's the 2 keyword of cell specialization because they have different what? They are different in what? They are different in terms of structure and also function. 他们的 structure 跟 function 都不一样。So yes, different structure, different function. Okay, that's it. Okay, 来继续下一个。should be very simple. What is the organization level of skin? Yes, basically yeah, 这个应该懂的哈。Okay, skin is a lot of things inside. Okay, yeah. 那为什么 again, typically we start by definition. What is mean by organ? Right? What is mean by organ? Basically, organ 是一个很多 tissue 的地方。Yeah, because you're made up of many types of tissue. This is a structure. The structure is that you are having a lot of tissue, and what can this do? This can then perform specific function. Performing specific function. Okay, yeah. So what happened over here? This might not be enough. If you are scared, 不是你就给多一个东西咯。What can you add? You can add example. That is always a good thing to, you know, to strengthen 你的这一个 answer. For example, over here 你可以讲 what can you say? You can talk about the function, the example of tissue, 或者 the example of function. Right? For example, tissue 有什么 tissue? Yeah, skin has, yeah, 随便拿来nerve tissues, epithelial tissue, for example. Okay, there is a lot of tissue, but let's say we have these 2 tissue. Yeah, just some example lah. We have a few tissue over here. Okay, yes. On top of that, what is the function of skin? Again, we give example for function. What is the example of skin function? Yes, skin function as 你可以讲sensory organ. 你的 touch, your touch, 你的触摸 sensory organ 啊，不然就你流汗咯 excretory organ 也是可以 excretory organ. Okay, yes. Like, I think in fact we have a very similar question over here. What system do you have in skin? Yes, first of all, 你有 excretory system. Okay, in fact, we don't have a sensory system, so that's not counted. But we have one more thing. We have actually something called integumentary system. If you remember, 这个是一个外皮系统。Okay, 这是一个外皮系统。So yeah, basically, skin is inside 外皮系统 because the entire outermost layer 就是 skin. That is how we protect ourselves lah. Okay. Oops, sorry. Yeah. Anyway, so wait, why does it? Oh, they said. Okay, so that is it for question 4. No, I think one more question. Okay, cool. Like question 4. Like last question over here. Like, let's see. Again, please pause the video yourself if you need to pause or whatever. I'm trying to make this as short as possible, and you should be the one who control the speed. Okay, yes, control when you want to stop and when you want to copy lah. Okay, like 下一个 last question. Explain how does the lower density of mitochondria, how can this affect the function? Right, so again, we have to go back to the so-called clue over here. The clue told us that 他讲说 erector muscle 它是一个 smooth muscle tissue, 它 raise human skin hair to maintain body temperature. Okay, so again, this is a typical 连环车祸啦。好 ，okay. Right, so first of all, let's focus on mitochondria. What happens when you have no mitochondria? Yes, typically less respiration, cellular respiration, so less energy. 这是 bonus 分 because this is whatever you should know. Mitochondria do two things. I mean one thing, two keyword. Okay, cellular respiration, energy. Cellular respiration, energy. So yeah, you have less energy produced. Then what happened? Then you will move on to the function. How can you affect the function? So you can to see here, because erector muscle is responsible to raise human hair. So today, if as a muscle 你没有 energy 的话 what happened? Erector muscle 就会 yes 它就会contract and relax less okay 比较少 so because of that 它就会 again you go through the entire chain reaction erector muscle 做什么它 raise human hair 现在它就很难 raise human hair so less human hair is raised again now we just have to follow the entire sequence over here raise human hair 再下一个 again it's a chain reaction 这个下一个到这边下一个到什么到maintain body temperature same thing so again if it's a 连环车祸不是这个不能够这个不能够 everyone cannot everyone will have you know will be lesser basically so yeah what happened to the temperature 它就不能够 maintain 不能够保温所以 body temperature 就会 drops okay body temperature 就会 drops 因为它不能够保温 okay yep that's about it okay cool right so that's it for 第4题 okay thank you very much